Hello everybody, my name is Adam and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Today we are back on our Eden streak. Time to make this win number 5. Let's see what we have today to deal with. Shoop da Whoop and the heart, which gives us 2 red heart containers, 2 soul heart containers, 17 fire rate. This is not going to be nice. Okay range, okay speed. 3.4 damage is okay as well, but 17 fire rates. This is going to be difficult. Shoop the Whoop here is going to be what really helps us. Finding our item room straight away would be very nice as well. Let's see what we've got. Bombs. You know, yeah, bombs are all right. I'm fine with that. Let's continue. And there is our curse room. No enemies so far, which I am okay with. And here we go. First enemies are ones that we can deal with quite easily with our range. These lower floors, the slow fire rate isn't too bad. You just need to be very careful when it comes to dodging. Rooms like this with spiders that can jump around and flies that follow you. Little more tricky. In fact, Shoop da Whoop helps us out there a lot. Secret room, very likely there. Yep, there we go. And sack with some keys. Yeah, keys are great. Keys are great. Do we want to bomb here as well? We have so many bombs, why not? There is a nickel, so yeah, let's check out our shop as well. Give ourselves every chance that we possibly can, right? Mapping straight off the bat would be really, really good here. Probably worth bombing this guy to see if we get another nickel, and we do. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna take treasure map here. That will show us, give us more of an idea of where the boss room is on each floor, which will hopefully speed things up. Maybe we can even make it to boss rush. We've not managed to do so the last couple of times. It'd be nice to do that though. Okay, this is a room that I do want to be wary of for sure. That was a good use of Shoop da Whoop though, I think. Getting rid of the little monstro that could have quite easily done a bit of damage. That was unfortunate. Really want to be keeping as much of our health as possible whilst our shot speed is low, as it is going to take an awfully long time to destroy enemies. The super secret room is likely up here. It's likely down here. First time! Ah, wonderful. What a wonderful secret room we had there. Okay, let's see who we have to face. Duke of Flies. Duke of Flies not too bad. We do need to try and keep control over... You know what, let's play some bombs here, I think, as well. That's going to help us out an awful lot. He spawns flies so often, I don't think we would have had the DPS to actually kill the flies and do any damage to him at the same time. So that is why I used some bombs there. We are down to only 1 bomb. We do have to be careful now, but I think that was probably worth it to just save some health. This is a fire rate up of -8, so we do finally get a decent fire rate. 9 fire rates, 3.4 damage. This is looking much better. Curse of the Lost, however, here is not very nice, and I had to be a bit careful there. Worth going into our shop? Yeah, I would say so. It is not a shop. That is very interesting. Bible is great, and so is Satanic Bible. I'm very tempted to stick with Satanic Bible at this point. I don't think we necessarily need the damage from Shoop da Whoop anymore. And the health will be nice. I think the health is worth it. That is why the health is worth it, definitely. Cracked dice can be fun, but I'm going to say no. The one thing we do not want is for our tears rate to go back down to nothing. That was very unfortunate there. Kind of got... we kind of knocked the guy around then and ended up getting pinched between the charging poop and whatever those enemies are called. Those are relatively new enemies to the game. Blue champion, need to get out of the way of very quickly. There we go. All in all, not a terrible start to a run. We're definitely not in a winning position right now, I don't think. Exploding flies, though, can have their uses, it seems. Extra bomb, some keys. Okay. So how's everybody doing? Yesterday was the last day to register to vote in the UK. If you're not from the UK, then you probably don't know a huge amount about how our politics works. It is interesting. Yeah, let's take missing poster. Yeah, it's a strange thing, UK politics. This is a game. This is a room that I need to concentrate in. So, talking less for a little bit here. Okay, there we go. Feeling more confident now. So yeah, UK politics is always... well, yeah, UK politics is just... it's raging. It's infuriating. It's rage-inducing. The problem with UK politics is, I'm sure like politics from any country, is our politicians just... I don't want to say lie, but they lie. And you know, every party lies as much as any other party. They all do it, and it's just frustrating. It's frustrating to hear promises that clearly are impossible. It's like so regularly. The common ones are like, oh, we're going to reduce student fees, or we're going to totally abolish student fees, which is a great idea in theory. We have had our item rooms, so let's continue. Great idea in theory, but that's going to cost the government an awful lot of money. Similarly, we are very lucky in the UK that we have the NHS, which is a wonderful, wonderful system for healthcare. And every party always says, oh yeah, we're going to increase funding to the NHS by this much. They say, oh, we're going to increase public transport by this much, and basically none of them say where the money is going to come from that funds any of it. That's always the problem that I have with politicians, is they make all these promises and then don't say where the money comes from, and these promises just don't make sense without without having numbers to back it up. Do you have to deal with the devil? And yeah, I'll take the pact. It was unfortunate. Gives us a bit of a tears up and a damage up as well. So yeah, that is my disliking to politics. I'm not going to go on about what my political stance is or anything, but yeah, just an interesting observation. All political parties spread lies. The worst thing I find about politics, which is just not fun, is rather than focusing on what the parties want to achieve, is very regularly they will focus on saying what bad things the opposition want to achieve, which doesn't make any sense, because obviously no party wants to do bad for their country. If you become a politician, you're becoming a politician because you want to do good for your country. You believe in your country. So I don't believe for a moment that any of these politicians are doing anything with malintent. Yeah, everyone believes that they are doing the best in their country, and it's up to the voters to decide whether or not you believe that what they're going to do is going to be the best for the country. That being said, if you are registered to vote in the UK, make sure that you do go along to the polling stations and cast your vote. Even if you don't know what to vote for, consider spoiling your vote. It does count. Someone has to read it, and someone has to mark it down as spoiled. In fact, if everyone who didn't vote in the last election spoilt their votes, the majority of people would have spoilt their vote. That I find amazing. So if everyone had registered to vote, everyone that didn't know what to vote had spoilt instead of just not voted, we would have had a spoilt election. What does that mean? Well, I don't think anyone really knows, but wouldn't that have been interesting? And in case anyone's wondering, yes, I am encouraging people to spoil their vote. Spoiling your vote is significantly better than not voting at all. It is valid. Anyway, I think I've had enough of politics talk for one video. We got the Pact, which is fantastic. I did briefly mention it. It's a damage upgrade, a shots, a DPS upgrade all in all. And I think it gave us some black hearts as well, potentially. This book here is going to give us Bookworm, which is great. Chance of shooting a double shot. We are going to stick with Satanic Bible though, because we want the extra. We want the health from it. Okay. Very likely our secret room up here. Never mind. There is our shop and our item room, which is nice as well. I didn't mention the bone. The bone that we have orbiting, I don't know if it's a guaranteed chance to block shots, but essentially it will deflect tears that encounter it. If we can find another key, I would be interested in seeing what our shop has to offer. I don't know why I came in there, that's fine though. We will have enough money, that health even, that we could consider using a self-sacrifice room. That being said, we don't really want to go for the dark room, I don't think. Although I guess we could go for a victory lap. That's not what I intended there. No more key. Oh, we do have a key. Where did we pick that up from? We're just going to carry on because I want to try and make it to boss rush. So let's just go for it. Thought I was going to get hit then. Momentarily. There we go. And we get another deal with the devil. Of course, we've already taken a deal with the devil. We've got a guppy and I think that's plan C. Definitely don't want plan C, but I will take guppy. I will take guppy's collar. Chance to respawn, which, you know, isn't a great item, honestly. Guppy's collar, if it wasn't a piece to become guppy, Guppy's collar would not be worth it. Okay, where is our item room? Our boss room is probably up here. Why am I going for it first? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be. Also, we got a damage up that is every other shot is a damage up, which is quite nice. Does help us out quite a lot. Damage is not fantastic, but it is good enough. Whoa, okay, little spider there I did not see. That is okay. Another sack here with some keys. That's great. We can go into our shop. It is probably worth it. And there is, as expected, our boss. Okay, that's fine. So we'll clear this room quickly. And then we will go... Let's go find our shop and our item room first, because then we can potentially increase our chance for the deal with the devil by blowing up the shopkeeper. Let's check this direction. It is not this way. Let's check down this way. Okay, that was not intentional. Found our curse room. And a room with a lot of spiders. Which is never nice, but we're in a fairly good position, so I'm not too worried. Do you want to go into the curse room? Yeah, and I'll use the book whilst in here. Some extra bombs, yeah, I guess that's fine. And, you know, let's just see if we can actually get out for free. No, we can't. Fine. Fine. Okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting the green enemy there to split for some reason. That kind of threw me off a little. Of course, we're going back to the subject of politics. We are also heading towards the election season for this over in the States as well. I don't know a huge amount about how it all works in the States for the election season, but it is interesting. I think it's mostly interesting because of who is currently the president right now. I think it's safe to say that the majority of the world does not like the man. Ooh, Tech 5 is the... Did we have Tech 5 in the last run? I think we've had Tech 5 recently. We've got a few bombs. Let's go for a reroll. I'm not going to take BFF. Not very helpful. Ideally, I want a damage upgrade right now. Bombs, no. Little Gish, no, no, no. That's just awful. I'll touch it just for the mum transformation. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm not sure about taking that. It might be the death of us, quite frankly. There's our secret room. I don't know what to take here, if I'm being honest. Let's take the mystery gift, and we'll pop it in the item room. We should maybe go in here first. Unicorn stump. That's interesting. Unicorn stump, very, very good. I'm going to take it, which may have been a bad decision. We've got to be extremely careful now. Liberty cap, yes. Do we want to stick with Satanic Bible? I'm thinking probably we are going to want the health more than we're going to want the invincibility. Since we do not have an orbital yet that actually does contact damage. Our bone does not do contact damage. It only deflects. So, yeah. 2 minutes to do 2 floors. Yeah, I think it's a no for boss rush once again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see. Secret room. Secret room. Secret room. Okay. Of course, bomb upgrades now, very good for us. Poison bombs here, really nice. Any bomb upgrades will be just fantastic. Little Steven, yeah, he's homing. I guess we'll take him. Why not? And let's just carry on. Let's see if we can speed things up now that we have something crazy like Dr. Fetus. The nice thing about Dr. Fetus is we can kind of just bomb our way through rooms. Curse of the Lost is not very nice here. And poison bombs means we can just continuously do damage to even enemies with bomb immunity, which is nice. Let's see what is in our challenge room. Is it worth it? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure what that's... Oh, is it worth being hit by this? Floop floop, hey? I'm going to stick with Liberty Cat, and I'm just going to take some damage and leave. Let's shoot that. Some coins? Yeah, sure. And is there a secret in there? No. This is somewhat tricky, I must admit, but I think we're doing fine. We'll come back for the battery after we've used the bits of charge that we've already got. What we would really like right now is homing bombs. I feel like we got homing bombs from something earlier, but I can't remember. I don't know where it would have come from. Whipworm... I don't think really does too much for us right now. Gives us a bit more effective range, I guess. Not super useful for us though. Any kind of bomb immunity will also be perfect for us. Bomb immunity will make this essentially a one run. The Magician. Well, that gives us homing bombs. 2 of spades, we'll double our keys. We'll just use that now and take Magician with us. And 2 keys for 2 soul hearts. I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Curse of the Lost really is not being fun with us right now. Not enjoying it. The rooms so far have been not too bad though. I am enjoying that part of it. Sure, we'll take the Peeper, I guess. The only downside to the Peeper is it makes it a little more tricky fighting the bloats because it's difficult to... I'm not sure what hit us then. Makes it a little more difficult to see which tier, which eye is ours and which is theirs. Shop here I will go into. We've already passed the little baggie of pills. I thought, did we? No, we've not picked that up. I don't want to pick it up either. Why am I even considering it? I will blow this guy up for an extra chance here. Yep, coins, and let's just donate some money. And fine, we'll take this and then use it then. Okay, let's continue. What a waste of 5 coins. Oh, jeez. Okay, curse room there. Do I want to go in it? Yeah. A thame. Is that a thame? It is a thame. And essentially a black heart. It was free to come in here in that case. So whenever we take damage now, we will use the we will have the More of the Void effect, which is really good because that gives a chance for any enemies killed with the effect to drop soul hearts, black hearts, I should say. One very nice thing about these tiers, these bomb tiers, is that it does a huge amount of damage. So, yeah, not a problem. Hanged Man, the Fool. The Fool would have been good if we could have got to boss rush, but alas. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been, because we would have wanted to complete boss rush. And honestly, with this... Honestly, I don't feel strong enough to fight boss rush, even really anyway. Saying that, we would have the health, so I guess we maybe could have tried. This floor seems to be going on forever, though. Oh my god, wrong way again. Well, if you want to play the seed, I don't know why I came back in this room. I didn't realise I'd exited it, that was why. If you want to play the seed, you know where not to go. So it must be over this direction somewhere. Because of the lost is really making me feel very lost right now. Oh my god, still? Really? I don't understand where I'm meant to be going, honestly, at this point. I feel like I must have been to every room yet already. We can actually get over here, so we will do. Sure. Chariot. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the chariot for this. Might be useful for us. We've already been there! Oh my god, okay. I have no idea where we're meant to be going. We've already been here. I'm going to do a full loop. Going to go maze tactics. In other words, follow the right-hand side of every room. Pretty sure this is a dead end. No, it's not. Okay. Oh my god. Really? Okay, that was unfortunate. But we got a bunch of soul hearts out of it, so... Okay, finally at the boss room, and there is Peep. This is where things become difficult. Double Peep as well, which means we're going to have loads of eyes all over the place, unless I focus on one first. The key to watch out for is that Peep's eyes have small pupils. The Peeper, in other words, our eye, has a large pupil. Yeah, I'll take the bread for the health up so that we can take one of these. Do I want either of these? No, is the answer. Well, I guess we'll take this. No, gives us the health back anyway. Okay, we have our map back, which is very nice. We know exactly where to go, which is wonderful. which means we can use our bombs to full effect. No point in using our bombs just yet. And let's see what we have in this room. Sure. The moon. Yep, we'll use that right away.
The moon.
And let's see if we can find magic mush, I guess. Right? Finding a bunch of pills. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, nothing of interest there. So let's just continue out of there. Head over to our item room. You know what? There's no need for that. This is where Dr. Fetus really does have its benefits. Homing bombs! There we go. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted here. I think the only thing that really could have been better than that is bomb immunity, really. That means we're basically almost guaranteed a hit every single time now. Which is just great. We will go to the shop. Because we do have some coins. And we've not had any reroll machines, interestingly. Sharp plug actually could be very good for us. We're probably not going to get the money for it, though. That was not my intention there. If we can get the money, I'll maybe consider coming back for it. We maybe should have gone into our arcade. But never mind. Secret room, very likely there. And yeah, we'll just blow this up and hopefully get some money out of it. And yeah, let's go get Sharp Plug. I think Sharp Plug is a good idea. Whenever we get hit, we will add a charge to our active item, which just means that we can use our reusable, our health regeneration essentially more frequently, which is good ultimately. Mum! Blue Mum! Which means, I'm not sure, spawns more enemies? I really don't know. Bomb's here doing amazing damage to Mum. And she died of poison? I've not seen that before. Let's see, where do we want to go today? Well, honestly, with Epic Fetus, I think we want to be going up to the chest. I think that is the move here. We are also half an hour in. Let's not take too much time. I guess that's nice to find a secret rock there. Oh, hello. Even nicer to find a crawl space. Let's see what's down here. A little haunt is down here. I don't think the trick that is going. You used to be able to bomb yourself off screen, which would then allow you to move into the other room. Mystery sack, sure, why not? But that I think was patched at some point and is no longer possible. What else? What else would be good for us right now? I guess hot bombs. Hot bombs would be great. Sad bombs would be amazing, though. I think that really would be our ultimate next... the next perfect thing. Dime. Very nice. Don't have anything to spend it on now. Degas, purity, also very nice. We'll save that though in case we get a curse on one of the floors coming up. Okay. Let's go. Sista vis. Gonna die very quickly. Thanks to the void. That's a shot speed up and a fire rate up, so we can shoot very fast now. I think 15 must be the cap at this point, but I'm not entirely sure. Death list, yeah, could be good. Let's go for death list. Why not? And on to the final floor. Performance had, I should say. Okay, we are very likely going down here. Let's find our monocle, there we go. I don't know where we got Robo Baby from. That was an unexpected find. We must have picked him up from somewhere. Death list, if you are unaware, will put that little skull icon above enemies. If you kill the enemies in the right order, you will get a potential upgrade, either a stat upgrade or, in this case, a consumable. One of the two. So it is worth trying, because you can also get damage ups, shot speed up, all sorts. So you can go a bit crazy with it. But I'd say in general, rooms like that, for example, it's not worth it, especially since we don't have flight. Without flight, it makes rooms like that very tricky. Bombs there were very useful for us. Let's see what we can get in here. More of the void. I think would be a bit of a waste on us, really. We're never going to actually get that. So would Eye of Belial. I wish I honestly had a reroll for this room. Neither of those are useful with Dr. Fetus. Very sad. Up to the cathedral we go. Okay, here we go. Really could be anywhere in here, so let's continue. One thing that I've been interested in is what kind of things people like to watch on like Netflix and those kind of shows. Recently, I watched Inside Bill's Mind, or Inside Bill's Brain is the name of the show. And I find it fascinating for a number of reasons. Obviously, as a programmer, as an entrepreneur, I do find inspiration, or inspiration, is that the right word? Sure, we'll do this. I find inspiration from Bill Gates, especially with his philanthropic ventures. And there was a number of things that surprised me. For example, the amount of work that he has done, or specifically what the caliber of work is that he does. So, his charities that are very useful in African villages, or just in high poverty and high population areas. The problem that they have, apparently, after watching this, I found was that plumbing systems that we have in what we would consider developed countries actually don't really work. And the reason for that is if you are currently living in essentially slums, they're so tightly packed areas that it makes actually plumbing, building the infrastructure is near impossible, which I found very interesting. It's a very interesting problem that I never would have considered existed, because of course I don't live there. We don't want a red heart, so I'm going to leave that there. And it made me think of what other problems like this do we not think of on a regular basis? I mean, we all understand that there is a problem when it comes to global warming and our use of plastics and a number of issues that in theory could be solved pretty easily, but we don't solve them because they're inconvenient or they're very costly to fix. So yeah, one of the problems that I've been thinking about recently has actually been the problem of, since the holiday season is coming up, wrapping paper is being bought, and if you're unaware, a lot of wrapping paper is maybe advertised as recycled wrapping paper, which is great, but unless you are then going to recycle that paper again, it's going to end up in wasteful, which is not good. So the solution then is not to use recycled wrapping paper, but it's to instead find biodegradable alternatives. And that's what I've been looking into recently. And I think I may have found a number of solutions. But along with this, from talking to a number of people that I needed to talk to find out this information, I found that there are so many other potential issues that could be solved here as well. And so many other problems that I've not thought of. I kind of had a thought process of, in my life, how much plastic could I remove? Is it possible for me to live completely 100% plastic free? And there's all sorts of places where you use plastic and don't even think about it. For example, so a common one is milk bottles. That's easy enough. You switch from buying plastic milk cartons to getting milk delivered in a glass bottle. I'm not sure what hit us then. So that's a solution. We go back to the old way of doing it. That also has the added benefit of you have your milk delivered to your door. It's kind of convenient. Another thing that has plastic, for example, is soap. If you have a soap dispenser, that's probably made of plastic, and it's very likely not reusable. I mean, it probably is reusable, but you don't buy the soap individually. Curse of the Blind. Good time to use our Degas. We'll see what we have. Cursed Eye, I'm going to say no. Infestation is great. Virgo will sort of deflect a few shots, which is not too bad. Let's head down first. So yeah, I guess that's a challenge to you. What interesting items, if you think about it, do you use regularly that have what items do you buy regularly that have plastic that ends up getting thrown in the bin that there is no alternative for? Rules. Wonderful. For example, a very common one in kitchens will be cling film. I'm not sure if it's I don't know if the name's different in the States, but, you know, anything that you wrap food around. And at the moment, I don't think there is really a good alternative for that. There are good reusable alternatives for that, but to have an actual disposable, biodegradable solution, in other words, a one-time use item, that doesn't really exist just yet. But in order for people to convert to using these alternatives, they need to be just as convenient. So having a reusable option is not as convenient as having a one-time use option. So the solution is clearly one-time use, but degradable. And so that's kind of been my trail of thought for a while. So I've been thinking about all sorts of products that maybe are currently one-time use, but contain plastic. I'm trying to think of any others off the top of my head that are interesting. And in fact, yeah, there really are loads. If you look around your bathroom, for example, your shampoo, your conditioner, your body wash, all of that is probably plastic based. Even if your razors, the heads of your disposable razors, that here is very good, increased damage. The heads of your disposable razors will be made of plastic, and chances are you just throw them in the bin. I don't know, maybe you do recycle them. But what if we can find biodegradable alternatives? The difficulty there, of course, was also that we'd also need to find a biodegradable alternative to the metal in the blades as well. That makes things a little more tricky. But food for thought. That is my challenge to all of you. Think about how you can reduce the plastic in your lives. The way I'm going to do it is by hopefully producing some biodegradable wrapping paper. That's my goal for the next. Well, yeah. We'll see when it comes out. I'm not going to say the timeline on that, but I'll just say it's hopefully soon. I'm very excited about it though. From what I've seen, my alternatives that I've found, the solutions that I've found, look amazing. They look really nice, and I'm sure I'll talk about it more once it's ready for the public to see. And I hope you enjoy using it. And I hope you'll buy it, because it will save the world. No joke. I mean, a little bit of a joke, but in all seriousness, those are the kind of changes that make the world a better place. Which ultimately, don't we all want? Don't we all want for the sea to be plastic free, for our oceans to stop rising? And for these awful natural disasters to stop happening so often. Flooding, droughts, wildfires, all contributors. There is our super secret room. But with that all being said, we are almost at the end of the video, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed this episode. If my conversation about eco-friendly stuff has intrigued you, then check out my website, joinwave.co.uk. All the links as usual are in the description. They always are in there, but I don't just do all them every day. It's mostly about travel, but also about, you know, economical, being eco-friendly and traveling. Obviously, a common argument against traveling is that plane travel causes a lot of pollution, which, although true, there is an alternative to getting between continents recently. So, yes. The Void, I don't think we can take the Void, so I'm going to say no to that. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you're undecided, check out another video and consider subscribing to see tomorrow's video. Make a decision then. Thanks so much for watching once again, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.